Hostile vehicle north of your location. Listen up. We've taken the objective Charlie.
Jesus, where are they?
Confirm. I have hit alone. It has seconds away.
There's one. What up, Nosebleed? What's up, Bob? What's going on, man? Oh, I'm not getting him in time. Oh, that's my guy. See if I can get. I think I just need 5 more headshots with this so I can unlock that deagle. That glorious deagle. Up to the rear. Come on, come on. Alright, let me get you. They cleaned up? Or is he over here? God. Oh, I got you, buddy. Alright, whoop, let me reload. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see. Alright, fix that in a sec.
I have eyes on a hostile anti-tank soldier. Location.
Oh. B to D? Yep, B to D. Holy shit. You see those guys, Bob? But you're probably playing Destiny, you're probably just lurking. Let's see. Where is he? Here he is. Oh my god. This is the worst place for me to be right now. Alright, let's see if I can get at least. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna get 1 kill. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's see if I can cut him off over here. Oh my god. No way. There was no way that was gonna be happening. Oh shit. Did I put the thing in the wrong place? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no. Sorry. I thought I messed something up. Alright, so. Hoping. Oh my god. There's no good spots. Okay, we'll go to A. See if we can, stop taking this. Where is the other guy? Let's see. He's on the other side of the wall. Not much I can do. So. Tagging, nothing. Shit. I see. You guys will be up here somewhere. Tank? It's alright, Tank. I'll get you. I don't know how. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come here. Ah. Boom. Wow. Let's see. Full ascendant. Okay, oh, cool. Alright. Let me cover for a sec. Alright. Where is he? That's just blind fire. I don't know if anyone's over there. But I know this motherfucker's over here, though. Grenade out. Let's see. Make sure my wife hasn't texted me to be quiet yet. Ooh, I can get this guy. Ooh, I can get both of them. Come here, buddy. Yep. I got you, buddy. Alright, let's go. Where are we? Oh, that's our guy. Let's get you guys off me. Oh wow. Shit. Can't see shit. I cannot see shit. Oh my god. Who's up? God damn it. Oh my god. I should not have looked at that pistol. That was that was everything I wanted it to be. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. I'm fixing something. HTTP. Copy. Boom. There we go. Hold on 1 second. I'm not trying to be boring. I'm just putting out some links real quick. Put that out. And one more. And I promise my boringness will be mostly over. Alright. Alright. Oh, I'm not touching C. I'm gonna be low. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a guy over here. I just walked past him. Oh my god. Oh, what a load of crap luck was that? Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm checking the setting real quick. Sick. Trude the Rude. For you, Trude the Rude. And one more. This is okay. I multitask way too much. My apologies. Never mean to waste anyone's time, ever. Because that's not cool. Especially when it's intentional. Alright. Alright, so you guys north and west. Right at our 290, 300-ish. Where is he? I'm trying to sneak up on him. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Yeah. Is that ours? Yes. Thank god. Yeah, another grenade gun. And when there are these clusterfucks, I always just spam it. It's easier. I mean, you can get right up in there and try and aim, but like, you're just gonna die. 9 times out of 10, you'll just die. Let's see. I'm not gonna res that guy. Because I wanna see if I can. Alright. Oh. Straight ahead. Damn it, dude. I'm trying to get these kills, man. Oh no. You're throwing those the wrong way. Sorry, dude. I would have rezzed you. But let's try not to die. And I'll usually res people even if I know I'm gonna die. But I'm trying to get these kills so I get that damn deagle. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it, because once I get it, I probably won't even use it. I'll just go back to using the shorty. Alright. So.
The advised objective Delta has been taken.
Should get the, I think I'm going to equip the 4x scope. Next time I die, which, knowing me, should be shortly. So worry not, it will not be long.
Push your attack. Enemy commander electronics are down. Objective Charlie has been lost.
Hey, what's up, Slow Cool? How you doing, my brother? Hope you're well today, man. Thanks for always hanging on my stream. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. He's coming. Where am I, guys? Oh, shit. He's still right here.
And on its way. Stand by. We just lost control of objective Echo.
Nice. There we go. Alright. Shit. I should just be smart and just use make hits. Oh my god. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. You guys doing alright tonight? Or are you guys just lurking? It's totally cool if you just want to lurk. Probably talk to myself anyway. It helps me keep streaming. Alright, he's down. Whoops, the rear. Yeah. Oh, it's fucked from the get-go. He's down. Shit. I mean, they see in the E. They got stationary weapons over here. Oh, Murphy, thanks, my brother. I very much appreciate it. That is rad, my bro. Thanks, man. I gotta add some B-42 commands in to my bot. Just didn't get to it today. Okay, where is this motherfucker? Where is he? We got you, bro. I'll probably die. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't die. These guys are terrible. Hail Mary! Ah, thanks for the follow, Murphy. Appreciate you following back. It's badass. I'm gonna go this way. Ooh, shit. Where are you at? Oh, he got him. Okay. Better got that roar down. Roar is no fun. Oh, guy over here by the pack. He's outside. Oh my god. Damn it. Let's do this. Nah. Good for you. With the pistol. With the pistol whip. My man. Alright. So I gotta change the view on my monitor real quick. Theater mode. Meat maker. go. Where you at? I've been in this building. Whoop. Yeah, that was him shooting at me. For fucking sure. Shit. Ah, damn it. I reserved that. Oh well. Is what it is. Oh, come on. What's that? Alright, see where we're gonna go. Where are we going? Alright. Oh, no. Oh, they're taking D back, that's why I can't mess with it. Oh, no, they're not. We got a slew of guys. That's alright. Oh, damn. I keep missing these headshots, bros. I got you, brother. Oh my god. It might not be for long, though. Oh my god. Oof. Yeah, I saw that happening. That one gonna end though. Ooh, I'll take a revive then. I can turn the favor of this boy out. Oh my god. I feel bad. I hate doing that to people, even though I didn't mean to. Let's shoot them up. Ah, Hoods! What's up, Hoods? How you doing, man? Hope you're well. Guess who forgot to install Warmind? This guy. Let's see. Yeah.
Just neutralize objective Alpha. All stations, enemy drones scanning for infantry. AO, look alive. We have control of objective Alpha.
I'm going around this building.
Just west of the ground. I spotted an enemy sniper.
That's your stat, okay. Well, this big guy here. There's a couple of our guys. So I wouldn't presume he'd be dead. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh, those aren't mortars. Are those? Oh, it's something.
I just brought down the enemy network.
You know what? Oh, a mortar truck? Oh, we're about to wreck them. It's over, boys. It's done. Ah. Beasted. What now? What you been up to, Hoods? Yeah. Mr. Ham and Chi. What did I do? 9 and 8. At least I went positive. Oh man. Thank God. Thank God for booze. Alright. Oh, what's next now? Better not be something stupid. Huh. It is. One feeding garden. Oh, God. Yeah, this one's such a clusterfuck. Send alerts. Again, I appreciate that, Murphy. I really do. It's really kind. You are a good dude. I'm not gonna. I need something with range. Excuse me, but I don't want to use a DMR because these guys will get in your face. Bulldog. I like the Bulldog, but it's just so. With the stability, it just jumps all over the place. But it packs a punch. Let's get the A94. I mean, F2000's worse, but why don't I have it? Fuck it. Let's do this. Old Faithful. Oh yeah, fuck it. We'll put the laser on since we're going to be a little further away anyway. Accuracy, stability. We'll keep the accuracy because we're going to try and go yard with this. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to see. Ooh, we may give it a paint job. Urban. No, we need something fun. Let's do, I need a pink one, that's what I need. I like a yellow one. Oh no. No, my weapon, not my fucking underwear. Agent? Yeah, it's a little brighter. It's cooler. Alright, let's spawn this guy and see if I can even do anything with this thing. You know what? I'm going to throw my single shot. Oh, he's getting tagged. Alright, let's displace. Let's see what we can do. Where is he? Sorry there, buddy. There we go. I don't know how much I care for scoping this though. Yep. Yep. There you go. Saw ya. Oh, I like that scoped. Oh, that is good. Scoped. Absolutely. I want something. Let me see. Come on. Where is it? There he is. Anthony. Boom. Thank you. Cheers. Alright. Straight ahead. Oh my god. Yeah, I really like this thing scoped. I didn't think I would. Let's see. Oh, I see. Oh my god. Oh, I have it on the 2-shot. That's what it is. I need to pull up me Discord real quick. One second. Alright, guess I'll go with Maximus probably. There we go. Up top. I got you, bro. I ain't gonna let you down. Oh, preach, dude. That's what you talk about. A little reciprocity. Kind of wide open. Stay there, buddy. Give me some heals. Oh my gosh. That mix it up there. Oh my god, I'm stuck on a friggin' wire fence. Oh, I failed that guy. I failed Maximus. So hard. Oh my god. And I can't even help him anymore. Because he's dead. Because I waited too long. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Take us some other medics. I am. Alright, I got you, bro. I can make it to you. Oh, I didn't see him. What the hell, man? That's alright. That's quite. Alright. Come on. Come on, you can see. Huh. Cool. What time is it? 11:14. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's down. There's a guy coming up on me. Where is he? He's on the other side of it. Okay. Oh, too high. There we go. I should have blown up the sign. That's what it's supposed to do. Let's see. Alright. Displace and move forward. Ooh, ooh. Shit, shit, shit. Let's see if he sees me. You don't see me, man. You don't see me. This guy's about to see me, though. Turn my laser off. Ooh, shit. Yeah, you got me. It's all good. You know what? I am gonna get rid of the grenade launcher. Put my bag on. 30. 23. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna put my homeboy on. This is my go-to. It's but I'll keep the hollow set on. I don't fire stability. Okay, I need hip fire. Here we go. Holding grip. Yep, boy. Here we go. Quick, 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 quick. Shit. Scared the shit out of me. Go, keep going. Shit. These guys so they can get over there. Okay, we got him. Sweet. Ugh. Oh my god. Ah, shit. Oh, there's a guy over there. That's what was getting me. I thought it was a guy I was shooting at. For whatever fucking reason. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna change it up. Do some of these. People love smoke grenades. Oh, especially right here where he's trying to go.
Listen up. Spotted a hostile AT soldier north of your location.
Comes over the bridge, buddy. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, 62 shots to get him. Where are you getting sniped from? Because I need to shoot that place. It's a stationary weapon, stationary weapon. Yep.
Objective Bravo has been neutralized.
Move, 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 move.
Confirm missile launch.
Shit.
We now control objective Bravo.
That's some deflated. Oh, oh, other side of the river. Of course it was. Of fucking course it was. One second. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not, I don't think I'm gonna keep the, LNG long. Shit. You sniping? No, you're not. Let's, yeah, you know what? I'll stick with the, M98. Yeah, but I need to put the stupid unit on. An SUV. Something. Oh yeah, that's fucking pointless. So I'll text enemy movement in 25. Here it is. Yeah, I'll grab that. I never use that. Life really doesn't matter, I guess. America, fuck yeah. Excuse me. Alright, let's put down, I like the old style. Oh, I need to kill that Mav. I hate that thing. I hate him. But, ooh. Ooh. Did you get the Mav? Oh, he's smart. He's making me waste shots. Oh shit. Damn, I can't see over that thing either. I hate being this exposed, that's why I never snipe. I'm not the best at leading shots either. Oh my god, there are so many guys. Jesus. Ooh, son of a bitch! I forget how many points you get from headshot hits with the sniper. It's So ridiculous. Come on, poke your head out. Oh my god. Who's shooting me? Look over here. Come on, get up. You're like a modern day soldier. I think you can jump over a fence, buddy. God, I'm so dead. Fucking shoot me from over here. Is it the corner? No? This is the bridge. Oh. Oh. Oh wow. I'm gonna move forward then. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can get a hold on, what time is it? We got 8 minutes till we start. Oh my god. How did I not know that? How did I honestly not know you could go third person on this thing? We got... I'm serious. I had no idea you could go third person. Oh, it only goes so far. I've never had it up in the air that long, so I guess I didn't notice it. Oh shoot, no. I ain't close then. Yeah. There's the stream. Okay. Let's see.
I got eyes on an enemy.
Oh my god. Suck it so much.
We just lost objective Charlie.
Let's get on this train. Oh wow. He's gonna get my dude over there. I think so. Cause I think they spawn right near there. Shit. Let's see. Yep, I hear a drone. Ain't good. Shit. Yeah, oh, to the right.
Soldier.
Oh my god. Alright, displace! The fuck out of here! There we go.
Objective Charlie is under
Alright, holy shit. How are you shooting through the train, essentially? Ooh! Where's he? Oh, you fucking clever motherfucker, you. Wow. Alright. Alright. So it is 11:26. I'm gonna switch my party real quick so you'll see my my screen kind of go out for a second. So bear with me for just a moment. Do I even have an invite in these jokers? No, I just have new followers. No. Come on. View other parties. I guess they're not on yet. Alright, well. We shall wait for them then. Shoot. Wipe. with the revolver. He went yard. Suck a bitch. Of course, I literally just checked, and now he magically has a party. Cool. Alright, guys. If you need to ask me a question or anything, just I will respond in the chat because I'm about to record this show with the Just Some Guardians podcast. Well. How the fuck are you guys? I know you can't, and that's kind of why I said it. and and then Lindsay, and then and and then and then Lindsay said, "Fuck yes." Mo- I'm doing fucking fantastic. How the fuck are you doing? What's that? What'd you say? We should. I need to get out of this screen. There you go.
Could across the floor. Ah. Oh,
Like
you know,
the
this
floor is
actually
in, like,
works.
the
We should just leave the
FORE.
couch right here. I feel so special. Dang, these guys, I don't know if just the guys I'm with are super good or what, but we're cruising through this. I can't reach him.
Nice.
Sentinel, you have your party audio set to share, right?
Yeah, it should. Hold
Okay, because that'd be awkward if it wasn't.
on. Do. Gross. Just kidding.
3.
No, she hates
She's
Kingdom
not
Hearts.
well, yeah.
She's
It's
the
all
worst,
of all time.
worst person to ask because she hates all things Disney and she just can't.
Absolutely. Right, bud?
I know that that's a lie. Like, I
don't.
am fully aware.
This
I
is not a
I knew
bit.
Lisa. I knew Lisa in high school.
I knew
Give me a
Lisa
break.
in older than high school. She was in like 16th grade when I met her. Okay.
V-Noise Gaming, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Appreciate it.
Why do you have your dolls?
So she can play with Daddy. Duh.
Daddy.
It's time for you to go to bed, girlfriend. We're
Daddy.
doing
Daddy.
Lazzy, you'll be lurking? Dude, lurk away.
Oh, I love when
Welcome to
Lazzy
the
lurks
stream,
on me.
baby.
It makes me feel all hot and bothered.
What?
You need to work like a lazy lurker into your D&D campaign, Russell.
Oh, you know what? That might be a thing.
What might be a thing?
What's that?
Lazzy lurker. Yeah.
Well, his name is Lazarus.
You guys don't want to face a lich. Not at the level you're at.
What if it's someone who pretends to be a witch?
Yeah, what if, it's Lazzy.
Oh, you know what? I think that might be a thing. So Lazzy the lurker, who like paints his face as a skeleton and pretends to be a witch, and just like follows you guys around like some kind of creepy stalker.
I'd kill him. I mean, not really.
You roll initiative
maybe
every time it's his turn. He has to try to
I'll make him
we spend the entire fight thinking it's actually a joke.
I'll make him an alchemist.
Oh, shit. Man, look at this guy. What is up, Defiant Motherfucking Reaper? The guy doing the fucking thing, $130 for mental health. That's my boy, Blue. How are you?
You're not going to be talking to chat during our podcast, are you?
Oh, no, I'm not. No, not at all. No, he's actually the guy we're gonna have a guest on Tuesday when we record for our next episode.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Social anxiety episode, right?
Yeah, this was gonna be about social anxiety.
Dude. It's pretty legit.
Yeah.
You need to listen to that.
Let's do this.
Stream's going.
Right on.
Posted on Twitter.
Cool.
The Twitter.
It's like, we live in like text it or something.
I was gonna do a quick, like, a 2-hour Twitter poll to see which cuss phrase your wife doesn't allow, and then we were gonna reveal and be like, oh, it's a trick question, it's all of them, motherfucker.
Whatever. Lisa.
I'm kidding with you.
Doesn't like it either.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm fortunate.
Guys,
I'm
our first guest that actually listens to our shows is crazy.
Oh. Or you just need me to move, dear? Okay. She's trying to move the couch back with me still on it. It wasn't working very well.
That explains why she doesn't like cussing.
Woo! Hey, no goosing. Oof. Oh, that's all wet. Ugh.
Oh yeah, goose away.
No, don't goose away.
Do you like Canadian bacon? Because I'll make
Welcome
you
to
honk
Just
like
Some
a Canadian.
Guardians After Dark. We're
Like
gonna
a
get
guardian
real
goose?
deep.
Canadian.
Double M, double D,
D,
double
F.
F.
Double M, double D,
Just,
triple X.
just
Oh yeah.
give me a heads up whenever you want to start recording.
Oh.
Never. We don't record during this show. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, I messaged Fudd. I was like, oh, so do you guys use Skype? Do you use Discord? He goes, we're not that fucking fancy.
That's literally
We're that
the
fancy.
conversation we just had. 'Cause
We're
it was
that
like-
fancy
and that
for
was the
D&D.
exact comment that was made. We're not that fancy. What are you talking about?
Ooh, shit.
Ain't nobody got that kind of time.
Shit.
Objective Echo has been neutralized.
Oh, suck it, bitch. Oh, shit.
That's what I would be saying, right? We're on a podcast, so
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh, we are that fancy for D&D though. I mean, we've got a cute little overlay and everything now, courtesy of someone who I don't know.
Ah, shit.
Gunbait 101 actually.
aw, Gunbait. I know Gunbait. I keep up with him on the Discord.
I can't, I don't have the mental capacity for Discord anymore.
He was on one of our episodes that we missed too.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, I have to get you two in a party because he really wants to meet you, Nick.
Why?
Because he's basically us.
Freaking.
Objective Charlie has been neutralized.
Until he's like, I can be free with you. This is glorious.
Oh, shit. Shit.
All right. I'm gonna get
Because we have no filter.
Oh, can't see it.
Are you kidding me?
There we go.
No, I'm not. I literally pressed record.
No, Valis just threw me like a little rag doll, and I could
Valis?
do nothing about it.
Valis
Yes.
just rank.
Disgusting.
Valis.
It was absolutely gross.
The penis through.
Man, I thought Dad Tails was immature. Jesus.
I mean, come on, Nick. Don't tell me you've ever been thrown by a penis before.
Can't say that I have, actually. I mean, I've done many things. Not one of them.
The old,
No, like,
Yeah.
the old penis bait and switch.
That's a thing.
That's actually a thing. Yeah, that's for real.
That's true. That's true.
God, so stupid.
Oh my god, I can't believe
Just
I
like
had to do it
that.
twice.
Would you
Shit.
do all our sound effects for the show, dear?
Pew pew. Pew pew. Oh my god, motherfucker, he shot me! No!
No, I was in the tower the other day.
Whoa, believe me. What's tea, baby?
And
Hey, that's offensive.
Oh, look at that potato shooting.
I was like, oh, and there was this guy there who was tiptoeing Jesus. It cracked me up, and I just ran into him on the tower.
He keeps telling me that.
He has a warlock, so where's Rose?
Tiptoeing Jesus sounds like the name of the guy that's been in prison for 20 years. No one knows why he got that nickname, but he just did. And like all the fucking new guys,
That's his rep name.
all the like fresh meat that come to prison for the first time, they'll come up with all these wild scenarios. Like, well, you see what had happened was he was tiptoeing past the guards, and then he saw Jesus, and then he died 7 times, and he's still here.
No, he died 7 times. 7.
Jesus.
He did not forgive somebody 7 times 7. No, he stabbed somebody 7 times 7.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Ooh, raindrop.
Lord,
Jesus.
your God will shake.
He walks so quietly, it's like Jesus coming out of his tomb, motherfucker.
Who the fuck is shooting me?
Everybody.
Alright.
Jesus is
Tiptoeing Jesus.
Tiptoeing Jesus keeps shooting me. Tiptoeing Jesus is a fucking shotgun using piece of shit. Let me tell you that right now. Alright, Fire Guy. Later, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, that's it. I'm not gonna. You ready?
So, do you prefer Sentinel or Daddy?
I will murder. I will murder you in your sleep for the latter. Sentinel or Alex, either one will do. Because average Joe does that shit, and like whenever he does that, I remember that, and then I drop a couple f-bombs whenever we record our next episode.
So, Daddy. What about Daddy D? Does that work?
No, Daddy D is taken by Daddy Deej.
Oh,
Negative.
That's right.
Negative. I met Deej at GuardianCon last year because I went down there with the guys from Stack Up, and we got to meet up with him and Cosmo, a bunch of the other guys at the Hard Rock Cafe, and I go to Deej and he's in rare form or probably common form, and me and my buddy Griffin, we want to get a picture with him. And
I feel like this is a story for the podcast.
oh yeah, he's like jumping up and down, jumping. No, I don't want to put that on the podcast. I don't want to take it out. He's just shit faced.
Already recording.
But no, it's fine. But like he's like jumping up and down. He goes, look sober, look sober, look sober, look sober, look sober. Ooh, fuck, look sober. And then like he like took Griffin's like phone and my phone like from my hand several times to make him retake the picture because he thought he looked fucked up, which he did. and the amount of people that bought Cosmo, it's hilarious. I lost count at like I lost count at about like 13 or so. Yeah, he drank them all. He drank them all like a champ. Like a champ, dude.
What a stud. Well, I know
I
what
chose this name, so I must.
See, I know what I want to do. I want to go to Guardian Con next year, or this year, and I want to get Deej shit-faced if he makes an appearance, and I want to be like, so, dude, tell me about the internals here. What happened exactly after that 2 tokens and a blue situation? Because, like, just tell me what happened with the
He'll
camera.
look at you and he'll go, I went to the bar and you're looking at it.
Because that, you could hear it in his voice and see it on his face when that happened. He was like, we're done. We're done.
Great, thanks guys. Thanks for setting me up like that. Alright guys, ready? Let's do this.
Yep.
Nah.
Greetings, Guardians. My name is Clive here.
Is that the bit from now on? It's
Ripping
We're
on
gonna do it
life.
until 5
Maybe. We're gonna do it until
Which
we have
means we're gonna be
life
doing
on
this
and I
for the
can
next
nerd out
105
about it
episodes.
more.
Maybe I'll just DM it.
Wait, there's lore in this
Like,
game
what
called
show?
Destiny?
Density?
Okay, shut the fuck up.
No. You know what, Brett? You don't tell me what to do. That's my wife's job.
Can I talk to Lindsay real quick?
Russell?
Hey, Lindsay, Brett wants to talk to you. I think he wants
no.
to tell you to tell me what to do.
Because there's a pill for
He said
that.
take... Oh,
You see what I did
That
there?
works
I made it about
very
dicks. I made it about dicks.
It takes-
Did you get it? Did you get it?
yeah. Don't
Okay,
worry, it
I
takes
totally
2
got it.
tokens and a blue. But it gets there.
Penis joke. Daddy made a penis joke.
Oh, so did you see the latest episode of
Oh my god.
No.
they named it 2 tokens and a blue waffle.
Oh my god.
Gangrenous bad.
The episode before that, they talked about what a
It would be literally the entrance to the void. Right there.
Yeah, wouldn't it be just a black hole? Like those. See, really, what you're seeing all over the walls is not what you
It's
think.
just a bunch of... I'm never gonna go through a high floor.
Paracausal, interdimensional vagina.
I'm just gonna walk down the hall poking holes.
You ever heard of the
Alright.
term throwing a hot dog down a hallway?
Okay.
I don't think so.
In that hallway, if you know what I mean. Little sunbreaker type section.
Did you just say something? Never mind. I'm done.
Okay, guys.
I hear lots of buttons.
Alright.
I spotted an enemy sniper north of your
Sentinel, do you have your microphone sensitivity set very, very high?
Yes, and I'll also speak loud.
I hear your controller very loudly, sir.
I'll turn down for you. Ouch. Ouch. No.
Is she dropping it like it's hot? Is she? Oh, my wife just did. She got that
Russell.
junk in the trunk. What?
We now
You just
control
call your wife
objective
fat?
Charlie.
No.
Hostile system.
Quite the opposite, actually. Nick, don't ever, no, don't put those words in my mouth. Do not put that juju on me. No, he said, did you just call your wife fat? I was like, do not. She found that hysterical for some reason.
I heard.
She goes, did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
No.
She said he would be so dead.
As in you or me?
She goes,
I could fight her.
she squawked. First she squawked and then she goes, he would be so dead.
He didn't even balk, he said, I'll fight her. No fucking problem. I'll even pay.
Thank her. My very, very soon to be husband could kick both of y'all wife's ass. Just saying. Same.
There you go.
I can't.
I don't know. My wife fights dirty.
My wife grew up.
I do feel like. Hey, I feel like it would end up in like a battle royale between the three of you. I feel like Jake would take out Susie because let's just go with it. And then literally, I feel like Lisa would just pick him up over her and chuck him across the room.
Body slam
And it would
him.
be
She
done.
would like Bane Batman his ass and just slap him.
She's a total John Wick in Fortnite, and I fucking knew it. Alright, actually, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna, alright, so I'll be right back, okay?
Well, that's right. I don't think that house has air conditioning. That's a shame.
Does it not?
Gets hot.
Or no, they never just never have it on. I think that's what it is. Me either. Central air is a must. I want geothermal heat, but that's not going to happen.
Wait, no.
Oh! That was nasty.
Are you still fighting the boss, Russell?
Yeah, well, I was in that little hidden spot that we use, but I was kind of jumping up, but he shoulder charged me as I jumped up one time and it totally annihilated me.
I can't wait for the lore episode.
You can't open this door, babe.
There's
What
some
lore
things
episode?
that, like,
There's a lore episode?
next week, it's our Destiny show, and we're just gonna do like full feelings, etc. And then I get to go ham on the lore. There are some things that I've picked up on, and I've been theorizing on, and have had confirmed by stuff that's in the game that I don't see anyone else online talking about. So I don't know if they're just not noticing. But
Probably.
yeah,
Too busy with other stuff.
they're too busy complaining on Reddit about how bad the game is.
That's why I don't touch Reddit.
I didn't touch Reddit today.
It touched me.
I ingested Reddit.
Bop, 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 bop. Thank you, Russell, for giving me your shit squirts.
You're so welcome, that's what I'm here for.
Gone to the bathroom like 3 times in the last hour.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Yes, join me.
Join me in my fecal frivolity.
Remember just a couple months ago when I was dead to the world, when I was going out of both ends and not
Yes.
sleeping? Oh my god, I don't want to do that again.
Well, even while you were sleeping, you had to change your sheets.
I did a couple of remember I literally shit my pants like twice, like while sleeping.
No, I didn't know that. You never told me that.
I literally shit the bed like twice.
You never told
Been
me
there.
that. I never knew that happened.
That's what happened to me yesterday.
Oh, thank you, Russell.
Was it yesterday? It was yesterday.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, bud.
My dogs were staring at me, and I was like, alright, you need to go out. I'm sure I did.
Get here, dog.
Alright, I am ready whenever you guys are.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, everyone, quiet real quick.
Yeah, like that's
Nick,
gonna
give me a
happen.
marker.
This is just some Guardians, Scene 27, Act 4, Take 666.
Hello and welcome to Just Some Guardians, episode 24. This is the week of Warmind launching, but we're not going to discuss that, nor dive into that too extensively, but we might have to because reasons. This week is our Nerd Talk. Joining me, per usual, I have I'm going to slide this around, the effervescent Russell.
No, I feel like I could have been a Little Mermaid, except I'm not a girl and I don't have a fish tail. But
You sure?
I don't believe you on either
That
count.
sounded
my
pretty good.
singing voice is on point.
Keep singing. Keep singing.
Sing for me, my angel of music.
Different.
Also is my ever sensual co-host, Nicholas.
Greetings, Guardians. My name is Nick here.
Is this a bit?
It's not old yet. It's still not old.
Yeah. No, hi, guys.
Hello. How are you, bud?
I'm doing alright. You know, I'm just doing alright. No real complaints. Other than people who drive too slow or cut me off in traffic and then drive slow.
Oh my god, that's the worst. I just experienced
Nobody cut me off in traffic today at all. Nobody. I don't know why I randomly talk about traffic. Don't cut me off in traffic and slow down.
Nobody cut me off in traffic today either, but that's because I didn't go anywhere.
I got cut off.
Also, there's no traffic in Kerrville, so...
I was cut off
not
from
really
my
a thing.
sugar daddy's credit card today. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Where am I?
poor
Well,
thing.
it's about time. I mean, he's been carrying you for years.
Okay, let's press this on. Enough about your depressing lifestyle.
Oh.
Whoa.
Also with us this week, we have a
Very special guest.
we have
Daddy
Daddy.
is here.
I mean, SentinelDad from Saint 14 Project. What's up, man?
What's up, my brothers? How are you fine gentlemen doing this evening? And by fine, I mean not fine.
Oh, that was mean.
I mean,
That was
low
me.
Fine.
That was a low blow. That's like calling me daddy when I tell you not to.
Daddy.
Joining us this week, we have Ooh Pappy from Saint 14.
That's a thing now, right there.
Is that better?
Yeah,
You
we're just
are-
gonna call you Pappy from now on.
Well,
Pappy?
well, that just makes me feel good. Makes me think you're calling me David Ortiz since I'm from Boston. I'm fine with it. That'll work.
Pappy. Tell me all about it, Pappy.
You just took it a totally different direction.
He was like, I Daddy. Like,
We're running low on the farm.
that's not the direction I took it.
That's the direction Russ had. Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh my god, that's just, no.
Man. Hey, thanks for being on episode 24 of Just Some Guardians, which is the show we're doing right now, currently, at this current moment in time. Yeah!
Well,
So,
Wait, is
But-
that what we're doing tonight?
maybe.
News to me. Jeez, why don't you tell me these things, Brett?
Speak to me, Daddy. What's up?
Pappy. Escándalo.
Muy caliente.
I immediately regret this decision. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you should have. I'm surprised it took this
Well,
long.
But no,
He just left everyone, sorry.
thank you guys so much for offering to have me on. Very kind. And excited to be here. It's my first time on your show.
It is
It
alright.
is.
It's my first time on my show too. No, I'm actually excited that you're here because we've had people talk about kind of where you hail from in the past, and I'm excited to kind of more or less hear from the man himself.
Yeah.
Well, then, Nick, do you want to be in charge of the interview here?
No, I don't actually. I
That's
just
fantastic, because I didn't want you to do it.
okay.
Transitioning into the interview portion of our show that we're really good at. Oh, he's
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm fine.
We've
Thank
had
you for
this
asking.
conversation.
That's really nice of you. Shh, shh, shh. It's an interview. Shh. I gotta rustle some papers real quick.
What? Why are you meaning papers?
This is awful. All right. Yep, we're professionals. Let's do this, guys.
Sure you are.
Since when?
Where the hell are you from, dude?
I am originally from just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. I left there right after I graduated high school. I was a senior in high school when the plane struck the towers. So me and 4 friends joined the different branches of the service the very next day. We signed all our papers, and once we graduated, we went on off. I ended up I went to the Marine Corps guy. And he was a jerk. So I went across the halls of the Coast Guard guy. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you 40 grand." I said, "Deal, my friend." And that's what. And
40 grand to do what?
Well, at the time, the rates, what the Army and the Marines and the Air Force would call the MOS, the Motor Service. The Navy and the Coast Guard, they're called rates. It was a critical rate at the time was called Aviation Survival Technician. It was the guys that jumped out of the search and rescue choppers into the water.
Oh yeah.
And then the war on terror ramped up, and so I actually lateraled over to a different job. It's kind of the meat of the Coast Guard or the Navy. It's called bosun's mates. It's kind of really the jack of all trades. I became a boarding officer. I got assigned to a tactical law enforcement team out of Norfolk, Virginia. We ended up getting attached to a Navy law enforcement attachment, so we went over to Bahrain, Kuwait, and Iraq for a year and a half. But I'm very fortunate. In 5 years, I got to go to every continent except for Africa. I was on an icebreaker, so I went to Antarctica twice, which was really amazing.
So cool.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
How was Antarctica?
It's cold.
Wow.
But no, it is. It's by far probably one of the most gorgeous places I have ever been to in my entire life. Yeah, no, it was. And our first tour there, we did a polar bear swim, and
that sounds like a terrible idea.
It was. So we basically whoever could stay in the longest got a free bar tab.
Did you when you were on the 7th continent? No, when you were in Antarctica, did you find the thing at Outpost 21, or did you avoid Outpost 21?
I can neither confirm nor deny that allegation. I'm just kidding.
That's a yes.
Don't trust him. He's one of them.
But no, so
No, honestly, genuinely, thank you for your service. That's kind of an
absolutely.
epic tale that you just regaled us in
absolutely.
less than 30 seconds.
And that kind of feeds into when I've been gaming since I was a kid. I'm in my mid-30s. My first system was an Atari. All the way up to I'm a PS4 player now. I was in this big Destiny 1 clan, which still has a clan, and D2, which I have left since then, and I was one of the admins for them, and we did our first charity stream with them for Extra Life a while back, and it was a lot of fun. It was part of it was for children's health, of course, but the other part of it was at the time we wanted something for our clan to really rally around, because we had this lull in between Taken King and Rise of Iron. There was just nothing, I'm sure, as you guys all remember. So we just needed something to kind of keep everyone engaged and keep everyone kind of occupied. And so that's what we did, and we had a blast doing it. And I reached out to the community, and that's how I started to get to know all the different podcasters, artists, streamers, and I kind of made those form those friendships, and that kind of gave me the bug for doing charity streaming. And I've pretty much been doing it ever since. we have our next stream, which is why I'm here on May 19th, which is a week from Saturday, and that'll be like my 13th charity stream I'm involved in.
So now, who's we? You said we, Brett. I'm totally doing it anyway. Oops.
No, it's fine.
You said we.
Anyway.
Yes, we.
Who's
we. The we is the Saint 14 project, and what we do is the Saint 14 project is all about promoting mental health awareness. We did our first mental health awareness and charity stream earlier this year, and that benefited a wonderful organization called TakeThis.org. If you've ever been to a PAX or any kind of gaming or nerd convention, they're there. And what they do is they educate people on mental health. Their tagline is like it is okay to not be okay, and that really resonated with us. And I'll actually kind of back up a little bit. So he's always been my partner in crime for these charity streams I've done for so long is Average Joe 227, which of course you guys know him. He's a writer for DTR now. But we were doing a veteran stream last year for StackUp.org, Vets Canada, and Help for Heroes UK. And it was like a week before the stream was going on, and we were just kind of like getting everything in a row, getting everything squared away. And he just kind of said, what are we going to do next? And I kind of thought about it for a day or two, and I just kind of threw it out there. I said, I really want to do something with mental health. And he just kind of took that and ran with it. He's really involved with the Destiny artist community. He knows all of them. It's ridiculous. He's like their best buddy. So he kind of helped rally the troops, and that's when we did the stream for Take This. Our friend and old clanmate, Hatchy Dave, is an amazing artist. So like almost like all of our most of our graphics that you see like on our Twitter and on our Instagram, most of them come from him. He's just phenomenal. And we also teamed up. There's a fourth member to like our kind of like leadership team, if you want to call it that. Is a guy named SSJ5 Goku 28, and he actually he is a clinical therapist in Canada. He actually just submitted his doctoral thesis, and so I think in a month's time he will be a fully certified doctoral psychologist in Canada. And he's such a wonderful wealth of information. He is such a great guy. So he kind of like helped us with the clinical part of it. He kind of we formed this community. We had two different Discords actually. One is for like planning of all of our events and our streams. Then we have another one which is like our community Discord. And what we wanted was a place for people to be welcomed in a positive atmosphere, who can, if they're going through a rough time, they can talk about it. If they want to talk to someone one-on-one, like we have mental health professionals in our community Discord, which includes our friend Goku and a few others as well. The community has been fantastically responsive to what we're doing, and everyone's like just there to help us, which is amazing. We have a mental health author who's going to be taking part in our next stream. We have different psychologists, psychiatrists reaching out to us. It's very humbling. Like people, like non-gaming people have kind of heard kind of what we're doing, and they kind of tilting their head at it and like, wow, that's really cool.
Well, I love it because, at the end of the day, people are people. It doesn't matter what hobby you're doing. Mental health is mental health.
Exactly. And that goes back, it's okay to not be okay. And, like, it's about breaking that stigma. That's what we're really about. And, like, of course, whenever we do a stream, people want to donate money. That's just the nature of it. People want to financially contribute. And that's not our main goal. that kind of, I guess, is a side effect of being about awareness, especially mental health. And like mental health now in 2018, as opposed to 1972 or whenever, pick a date 20, 30, 40 years ago, it's totally different. Now, there isn't that stigma. There isn't that stereotype that, oh, it's the guy who's homeless, he's an alcoholic, he abandoned his children 20 years ago. Like, that's not the thing. Mental health affects everyone. I don't care who you are. Everyone in one way or another. It affects you, it affects a loved one, it affects a coworker, it affects someone you know one way or another. And there are so many different tools out there. There are resources, no matter where you live, that are available to you. Most of the time, like when we get people that reach out to us, we are not a substitute for seeing a therapist. I'll throw that caveat out there right now, whatsoever. If you think you're having a rough time and you want to talk to someone, you should do that. If you think you're going to hurt yourself or hurt someone else or anything, there is multiple 24/7 hotlines that you can call, and I'll give you guys those numbers so you can throw those in your notes if you like.
Absolutely, yeah.
But there's so many resources out there, and we once the success of our first stream kicked off, we're like, yeah, we're not going to make this a yearly thing. We're going to make this an all the freaking time thing. It just made sense, and it's been great so far. We have a great response from the community, like I was saying earlier. And it's like, so this stream that we got coming up on May 19th, it is benefiting StackUp.org, because they recently launched their, it's called the STOP program, the Stack Up Overwatch program. And it's geared towards suicide awareness, suicide prevention. For those who don't know what StackUp.org is, StackUp.org is a veterans gaming charity. They have tons and tons of different programs. They basically help veterans through gaming. And they help military service members that are deployed abroad, here stateside, also in New Zealand, Canada, the UK, NATO forces. They also help people that are transitioning from active duty to civilian life as well. But one of the staff members, Stephanie, who everyone knows by Betty Page Gaming, the Stack Up Overwatch program is kind of her brainchild. And so they launched this last year. And so basically, if you're having a hard time, whether you're a veteran, a military service member, a civilian, even if you don't have anything to do with Stack Up, anyone can go into their Discord server. And there are trained, interventionists, 24/7, 365 days a year. And all you have to do is it's called the Stomp Initiative in their Discord server. You just say, hey, I need help. And like that, 3, 4, 5, 6 people will kind of be like, okay, what's up? And then they'll take you into a private place. Either through Discord voice or like a private chat or whatever, and you kind of like talk about what's going on and see what we can do and kind of give you the right advice to
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's very amazing. They actually, pardon me, there's a bunch of speaking of, Betty Page is in my chat right now. I'm just talking. They just went to DC. They got invited to the I think it's the American Board of Suicidology, I believe, and they went and presented there. And there's this, people were just fascinated that there's this kind of conduit for mental health online, not only online but through a texting gaming format. It's just I've always I'm in addition to being part of Stack Up and the different streaming communities I'm involved in. I'm also one of the I'm a game night host for Stack Up. So every week I host a Battlefield night on Monday nights for them. So I've gotten to know the Stack Up guys very well. I went to Guardian Con with them last year. So these guys are just absolutely amazing people. Veterans, active service members, civilians. So we're going to be doing that on May 19th. We have a bunch of streamers lined up starting at noon Eastern Standard Time. And that's just going to be over on our Twitch, which is just twitch.tv/Saint14Project. And all of our updates are on Twitter, just at Saint14Project as well. We're starting off with that author I was speaking of earlier, Charlotte Underwood. She's going to take the first hour. I think for one of your past guests, Bo Solaris is going to be on there. One of my dearest friends, Defiant Reaper, who's on the Stack Up stream team, he's going to be taking us on. Belle Bunny, who everyone knows her.
Belle.
Yeah, Belle. She's such a sweetheart, and she's such a great advocate for mental health. I'm the Blue Ranger from Destiny Reset. We got the guys from the Delta Co Fireteam Chat podcast are going to be taking a slot. Buster Knuckle and RNG Cast is going to be there. And there are two guys from Stack Up. One guy's named Nightmare Actual, and the other guy's named Elvis. And Elvis is actually the Stack Up Overwatch program lead. He's going to be taking one of his last slots, and then another streamer named Ivy. So we have it set to go from 12 to 10, and you know we got a bunch of extra streamers just sitting back and holding. And if we get enough people wanting to stick around, we'll keep on rolling. We don't have any financial target. I think Take This, I think I just set like a $1,000 target on Tiltify or something like that, and they crushed it, of course. But please come on out. May 19th, it's a week from Saturday, noon Eastern Standard Time till at least 10 o'clock. Twitch.tv/Saint14Project. And it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be, and during each slot, the different streamers and podcasters, whoever's streaming at the time, they're going to be talking about different topics. Of course, one of the bigger focuses of this is going to be suicide awareness, mental health stigmas, and how to get help, where to turn to. And we also, we started a podcast as well, which is on Podbean and iTunes. It's just called the Saint14 Project Podcast. We just did our 5th episode, and we also had another mini episode. We focused on a game called Hellblade. It's just the four of us, and we have different guests on. Last week we had a guy named Chris Case, also known as Cuddles, and he's the streaming manager for Stack Up. And but no, we're having a blast. So each episode we do different topics of mental health. Goku also does like a character analysis. And we put a Twitter poll up each week, so everyone can kind of vote for which one they want to see. So if you're on iTunes or Podbean, just look us up. But that's us, and that's what we're doing. Thanks for being part of it, guys.
No, thank you. Thanks for bringing that, being willing to come on and talk about it. Mental health is near and dear to my heart, so.
Good.
Brett Rush can tell you.
Yeah, it really did. It really took off very well. We knew it was going to go fairly well, but we really didn't anticipate how much interaction there would be. Like there was during the Take This stream, there was someone was talking about their issues they had in childhood, when they were touched inappropriately, and like how that has affected their entire life, and how they're now 20 years later finally seeking therapy. We just had like complete strangers just completely opening up to us, which was just incredible. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's universal.
It's like truly, like I have a background in working in youth ministry,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the goals in that environment is to create a safe space. You know, and that sounds cheesy, safe space these days, but no, it's not cheesy. It's anything but, because you don't realize how much that type of thing is needed until you're someone who needs one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's there. You know, and so I absolutely applaud and am in love with the fact that you guys have done what you've done to make sure that people, I mean, let's face it, up until very recently in history, being someone who was a gamer did not necessarily garner public favor necessarily.
Right.
But to sit there and create a safe space and create awareness using gaming as one of the primary mediums through which you reach people,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's phenomenal.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there's so many mediums out there, and you never know what's going to click for someone. You never someone could have popped into that stream that's never opened up, and because it was in Twitch or through gaming, which is something they're comfortable with, they finally were able to open up and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just, oh my god, that's amazing.
And I think sharing a common interest is something that, it allows that safety of, if nothing else, we can talk about games. You know what I mean? We can talk about something safe and not traumatic, to be able to open up that door, and then once you feel comfortable, you can begin to talk. And I think that's a wonderful thing. I mean, everybody says the internet, the internet is full of trolls, but it's also got a lot of people that are sincerely good-hearted and want to take care of other people and want to help other people, because that's just especially I think that's wonderful. I think that's amazing that you guys have tapped into that community and opened it up for other people that need that don't feel safe anywhere else, coming and being able to voice their problems or their concerns or whatever, to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's. I mean, it's like you were saying earlier. That is universal. It's like if you break your leg falling down the stairs, and you see a kid who broke his leg playing soccer, and you see a senior citizen who broke his leg walking to the store, it's universal. You all are in that same painful place.
It
and
brings
that's
out some form of camaraderie that
exactly.
It's almost unspoken, but it's there.
Exactly, and there are, it's just a natural thing. It's just an automatic response that, like, you know what, I don't know exactly what you're going through, but I kind of felt something really similar. And it's like an automatic connection. People who are going through a substance recovery and 12-step programs, kind of go through the same thing. It was, they've tried going to psychiatrists, they've tried going to therapists, they've tried quitting cold turkey for whatever their thing was. But a lot of these people, what has helped them most is finding someone else to talk about a similar experience with, and that's one of the results of our community servers, and people kind of talk to each other and bounce ideas off. You know what? Why don't you try this breathing exercise? Why don't you try this grounding method? It really worked for me. And then there's some people that that really didn't work for me, but I tried this instead. And the other person's like, oh wow, that's incredible. Maybe I should try that. So it's a great experience thus far, and we're really excited to keep on going. Not only do we have this week and a half for suicide awareness and Stack Up, in June we're focusing on pediatric mental health, and we're doing that for St. Jude's. So we're keeping on rolling, brothers.
Dude, that's amazing. It really is. I'm really glad we had you on. I've followed sort of kind of maybe a little bit since I first heard about you guys. I want to say through Guardian Radio, like way back when D1 was the latest greatest.
Maybe
not that early.
No, it wasn't that early, but we kind of started this
But
about.
I know it was on Guardian Radio the first time that I heard the Saint 14 project, like
Oh, really?
actually
Oh, wow.
spoken. And I'm like, what is that?
And I'll tell you where the kind of the roots for like deciding to get into mental health came from. I struggle with mental health. In 2006 was the last time I tried to kill myself. And I talked about that in the actually our friends over at Dad Tales podcast. They had this great section of their Discord server. They were really the first ones to do it. It was called Dad Improvements. It's for anyone in their Discord server. It's like kind of a place to say, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, or hey, I'm trying to not get so frustrated at my kids, and there are people talking about mental health. And I was that was well over a year ago, and I had a rough year last year, and I started having thoughts, and I would normally just bottle it up and do the thing you're not supposed to do, and so I put it in his little on the Dad Tales Discord server, in the Dad Improvements channel, and I just kind of wrote that out, and people responded, and people were like, oh man, I'm here for you. I feel you. I've tried to do that too before. And subsequently, I actually went on one of their episodes and talked about my whole experience. What happened. When I grabbed my my 40 cal, I placed it up against my temple. I had rocked around in the chamber. I squeezed that trigger, and the gun misfired. It's
Wow.
Whatever you believe in or don't believe in, it kind of, I was like, all right, whoa. And then, I got help. And that, so
Right.
Really, the big nudge for this, why I wanted to do this is, it's just, mental health is a part of my life. It's very important. So, the guys at Dad Tales kind of gave me that opportunity to kind of go on their show and kind of give a little voice to it, and that's kind of what gave me and Joe that push to kind of get this ball rolling, find the right people, we got Hatchy Dave on board, and Goku, and getting another guy named Chris 3711 and Raging Cajun 85. They're our project ambassadors. They kind of welcome people into our community and get them oriented and stuff like that. So, I mean, we're very fortunate, and so we're really excited for the road ahead, and we just want to help as many people as we can, and really just help break that stigma and give people the tools to get help. Everyone deserves help. No one can do this alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's not just one person per planet.
Yep.
Heads up! Enemy machine gunner west of your location.
Nick, you ask you any more questions before we kind of move forward a little bit here?
No. I'm kind of in awe of the success and the openness that you have too. I mean, that's what people need, is somebody who can feel open and honest with themselves, and then you've created this community around that, which is really amazing. It's one of those things where you say awesome, but I'm actually in awe of what you do and how you do it.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you say, and it's just like with getting help. I don't I don't do this alone. I got a cadre of guys to help. Pardon me. Organize everything, and then we have an amazing community, and then communities upon communities helping out. It's really great.
Mm-hmm.
I think I speak for Russell and myself and any of our. I mean anyone. Okay, maybe not anyone, but I speak for Russell, Brett, and myself, and I say if we can help at all, I mean with anything, we're just starting.
Oh yeah. And like we're only a week away, and of course we already have our stream team for the event lined up. But what really helped is just like throwing a retweet, letting people know on Twitter, follow us on Instagram and share our stuff and talk to your friends. It's not just like doing stuff with your stupid phone or your computer or your iPad. It's talk to your friends and talk to your non-gamer friends. I told I told my employer what we're doing and what I started to get involved with, and he's like, well, do you want to take like a day off every month to kind of help with that? I said, excuse me?
What?
Yeah, my employer offered to give me an extra day off every month because they fully support what we're doing. It's it's stuff like that. Like really talk to people, talk to your parents, talk to your friends, talk to strangers. If you're wearing a Saint 14 shirt, and that's another thing. We have like a little Etsy shop with shirts and pins and little bracelets and stuff, and all that. 100% of that goes to mental health. It goes to organizations like Take This, Anxiety Gaming, the Canadian Mental Health Association, the ADAA. So I mean, none of that is retained by us. I assure you. But yeah. So. But again, thank you guys for your support, and like I said, just tell people to talk to people about it. That's all we're asking. That's probably the greatest help is just word of mouth.
If I had a Twitter, I would share it all over it.
It could be the shaved butt.
Oh my god.
That's true.
Do you know about that? Sentinel? Have you heard? Have you pervade those episodes where he regales the tales?
No, but I get the feeling you're gonna tell me.
Oh, I'm not saying nothing. Russell can tell you all about it.
I let my wife wax my butthole. That's pretty much the story. I have also told her that she can do it again, so there's that as well. I don't know why. Maybe just so I have a good story to tell on here. But you know what? It is perfectly smooth because because I shave it, right? But if you don't shave it on a regular basis, it's like Velcro. And so
like
at least wax, and you get a longer time period before you need to, go again.
There's a science to it.
There is a science.
Okay.
Hey, nothing like a squeaky clean butthole,
God. I imagine
You're all
there's plenty of
welcome.
things.
Yeah, I mean, not that I would openly be like, what? This must be exactly what a nice, clean, shaved butthole feels like. I can't say that's ever.
It's like when you lay down in bed at night and the sheets are cool and they're silky smooth. That's what
No, it's not.
a shaved
No.
butthole is like.
I can't imagine those are the same thing, but I know that feeling.
It's a nice feeling. Oh my god. Russell, there's a corner over there. Go stand in it. No, I brought it up. It's my fault.
That's true.
Yes, it is your fault.
One last thing for me before we move forward with you, Mr. SentinelDad.
Yes, sir.
You briefly mentioned on your podcast that you do a character analysis.
We do.
For people that don't know, can you kind of tell what that's really cool?
Yes. So what we do, and sometimes we do a theme, sometimes we don't. So we put a Twitter poll up. We usually pick like 4 or 5 different options, and we pick all these different gaming characters. We did one a while back where it was like all sidekicks. Recently we did a military theme one, and other times we just pick 4 random gaming characters, and then the community and Twitter just vote on it, and then usually a few days before we record our episodes, we get our results in, and Goku does his exhaustive research. He's really in depth. He actually used to have his own segment. He used to have a lore segment, so it was pre-recorded on the DLC, the Destiny Lorecast, with Anon Pig and Hanson Dragon.
So now, Goku is the one that you said is he's the one that will be a doctoral
Yep. He'll be a fully
got
fledged
it.
psychologist. Yep. He's a.
Well, I never thought
Yeah.
Goku would make it. Oh wait, different Goku. Got it. Goku couldn't even get his driver's license. No. But no, that's so cool. I've actually stumbled across a couple of the character analyses.
Yeah.
Like on Reddit, people will. Cause I belong to various different gaming Reddits, and people will post links to audio clips of these character analyses, and I'm like, cool.
He's.
So
He's,
I mean, you're on all sorts of different gaming subreddits. If you didn't know that, now you know it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Since he did one on we did a retro gaming one. I think we were very surprised that Link didn't win it. I was pleasantly surprised, but it ended up being
a different Link every gen.
Exactly. But it ended up being Samus from Metroid, of course, and it was really well.
That is an interesting one.
And Goku was really excited because that's his favorite game of all time.
Yeah, I could tell he got super. He's like, and the winner is yes. Yeah, he got pumped for that.
Oh man, he was so freaking excited. It's hilarious.
And I can't even imagine the kind of some of these analyses he do. Like, he'll be like, yeah, I don't really know a lot about the character, and then I did research. And I'm like, I can't even imagine how much research this guy's doing. Because he goes in depth with their.
The hell kind of research did you do?
Right? And I'm like, oh, dude, he's amazing. And I could just listen to him talk forever.
Oh yeah, he's so I always figured that Goku was like, I don't know, like 46. He's like 29 years old. No.
Surprise! Yeah, that just.
He's got that he's got that very educated voice, and like he's got the perfect tone for someone in his field. You know, people want to open up to him, which is great.
Yeah, I want him to narrate my life, like no joke.
I want Stephen Fry to narrate my life.
Oh my gosh.
I would like Nathan Fillion to narrate my life.
You can go home.
No,
Why?
honestly, still to this day, I have to
kidding.
say Samuel L. Jackson would be the best.
There'd be a lot of MF drops in that.
Yes, there would, as there needed to be.
There'd be some points where you'd have to look up and be like, really? That did not belong here. You'd be like, motherfucker, yes it did.
Have you seen his?
Don't question me, mother trucker.
Did you see his old video of that Go the F to Sleep video, the little kids book?
Yes.
Oh,
So good. At the time when that came out, my youngest was very young at the time, and it resonated.
So many celebrities have tried to do it since, and I'm like, I'm sorry,
Sammy J.
You're not me.
Oh,
Jeez.
Russell?
Well,
okay.
Well, did anybody else hear that pop?
No.
Scared the mother-loving crap out of me.
Mom loves crap. That's weird. I think you should.
Well, it's lucky that I don't have diarrhea anymore.
Well,
Had a whole new
segues are a
problem.
thing, and this is one of them. Hey, SentinelDad.
Well, I want to let everyone in my stream know that thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna take off now. No, just kidding.
The end.
Dude, I just got exotic shit from the Eververse.
Shut your mouth.
Moving right along. So I know, I'm actually kind of curious about the reason. I know when new DLCs launch for Destiny, you do not play them at first. So
That is
before we
correct.
talk a little bit, I wanted to know your reason.
Oh, Rise of Iron.
We don't talk
Explain.
about Rise of Iron.
Do you want me to explain that more?
Absolutely.
I don't think we weren't playing
How
Destiny
much-
when Rise of Iron launched.
Oh, really?
Really?
Who was it?
Yeah.
I was playing it.
I mean,
We played during.
we had
I wasn't there at launch.
I played it. I despised the raid. It just the story. It was so thrown together. I know that the most of the devs at Bungie were focusing on Destiny 2, so they put up the live team to come out with an expansion, which was a task, which was a big task for them to do, and I guess I can assume that they did the best with the resources they had available to them. But so when these new DLCs come out, I usually wait like a good week or two, and then I usually hit it. Well, yeah. And plus, like with Destiny 1, like that was all I played for like 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. And there are like so many great games out there, and I was kind of missing out on it. So I told myself I wasn't just gonna play one game every day of the week, all the time. So I definitely dipped my foot in a lot of different waters for my gaming.
Russell, what was your favorite part of the story? Now for the spoiler part. So we did just watch.
Of course. Yeah, go for it. Cool.
Please start us off. I know you.
My weapon, they feel exotic again.
Saying exotics here.
Baby. No, I'm the weapon that I first played through the Warmind campaign with, I pretty much just used one weapon, and that was the Graviton Lance.
Amen. Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh, shit.
It's so good. Finding,
still need to
having
grab
do
that for my hunter.
You still haven't done it? Oh, you're the worst.
Well, it
No.
belongs to my hunter. Well, I've had it with my hunter, so I haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah, now I will say, like I said earlier, I haven't touched the DLC yet, and I haven't touched the patch that came with it. But I already liked Graviton Lance. That was like one of the few.
Same. Mm-hmm.
It was one of the few newer of the exotic weapons. Like I feel like all the exotic weapons I gravitated towards for Destiny 2 so far, they're kind of like underpowered. Like the Graviton Lance for me, it's a fun gun. It's not something to go charging on in unless you have like a great SMG with you or something like that. But to me, it's a fun gun, and like I'm all about aesthetics in my gaming. So I will never wear raid gear ever. Hate them all to death. I will always be decked out in dead orbit. Yeah, I said it. And like the what's the
I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing this episode.
the other the exotic grenade launcher, like the Prospector. I like that too, but it's not viable compared to some of the legendary grenade launchers that are just better.
Mm-hmm.
Grenade launchers are viable?
Yeah, they are.
Fighting Lion. No, Graviton Lance, they changed it. It operates more like a scout rifle now because it's a 2-round burst, but it still feels like a pulse rifle. It's really like whatever sweet spot there is that exists between pulse rifle and scout rifle. There's like one weapon that fits on that space, and that's the Graviton Lance. And
100%.
they made it so that when you get the precision kills with it, like a fancy light show happens that's bigger than Dragonfly, because I feel like the OG Graviton Lance, it was nothing more special than Dragonfly, and here it feels like Axiom bolts from the Warlocks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like.
It's literally a space magic gun.
Pretty much, laddie. So I like it, and I like, as much as I love the sound effect that came with the OG Graviton Lance, the OGGL, if you will.
Oh.
As much as I love it, it got obnoxious. Like when you're using that as your primary, like your go-to, like, okay, all I hear is.
But it was such a cool sound.
It was, I mean,
I like it.
I'll admit that now it's a little better because you can, there are audio sliders in an FP game. Who would have thought?
2018.
But the graviton lamps, they toned down the sound effect, and my warlock powered with the graviton lamps and the Nezarec Sin helmet. It's just done. I mean, game over. So, but then a close second would be my ever favorite Skyburner's Oath.
Yes.
That is just, it's 2 weapons in one now. Like ADS, it's just like it was. You hip fire it, it's a different weapon, and it's so fun to use.
All I do is hip fire that thing now.
Well, and I like the OG Skyburner's Oath too.
Right,
it
and
wasn't
that's what
like,
you get when you
I
aim
used
down
it a
the
lot.
sights.
Right. I mean, I agree with Sentinel Daddy. You know, the exotics.
Yes.
So I think the exotics. I mean, I used a couple of them mostly for aesthetics. Like Skyburner's Oath, it gave me ace flight bonus. Graviton Lance I liked because of the sound and because it looks freaking awesome. But they were never as powerful as the exotics were. They never were. You know, they just they were slight benefits, but I mean, often you could probably get the same benefits, if not better benefits, from the legendary. So why even worry about the exotics? But I have noticed like a difference in the exotics, mostly in what they've been talking about, that have made me really excited for the exotic patch and the exotics coming in the future, because it's all about making them overpowered, and I think that that's a good way to go with the exotics. I mean, you know, why not? I mean, the Prometheus lens was super cool when it first came out, and then they nerfed it down, but that's because it was mostly just laser tag in the freaking Crucible.
Oh, come on, laser tag was legit.
It was so much.
It was insane. Is what it was. But, you know, I like that. I like that they're going, okay, we're going to make it really awesome, and then if we need to, we'll pull it back.
They, for my hunter now that I'm leveling through the Warmind campaign, I just finished it actually a few minutes ago, but I've been using, sorry, oopsie, cardinal rule, broke it, not sorry, I used, like, energy exotics the entire time I was playing my warlock, and now I'm also going to try out a kinetic one. The only kinetic one that I actually like is Crimson. It feels like my bad juju. Bad juju was my baby in Destiny 1. Like, pry it from my cold dead guardian fingers.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Crimson feels like Bad Juju and Red Death put together, which is terrifying to think about.
Red Death was my main in Destiny, because it was very good in PvP. I used it a lot.
And I like that they definitely made it operate more closely to what a pulse rifle feels like, rather than a hand cannon. And I noticed, like, the OG Red Death, or sorry, OG Crimson, was very similar to a hand cannon.
Yes. It
So
was a
now
hand cannon that had triple round bursts.
Right, now
This
it
is
feels
more
like
of
a
a-
hand cannon that's like a... Because it still looks like a hand cannon. It tastes like a hand cannon. Don't ask how I know that.
Oh, we all know that you've been licking the shaft of that thing.
The barrel. The barrel. So yeah, anyway. That's all I have to say about the exotics for now. I think the exotic armor, you can definitely tell that they're pieces of shit compared to the weapons now.
For sure. Well, then seeing like how big the changes were to the weapons, I'm super pumped to see what actually happens with the exotic armor when that pass comes through.
Well, and I have a feeling that this was kind of like a test run of, hey, we're going to update a couple of the weapons that have been really bad. We're going to make them super awesome, and we're going to see how the community likes this in favor of, you know, what we've done in the past. I mean, actually, I don't follow the community, so I can't say anything. But my reaction was positive, and that's all that matters.
The exotic weapon rework, the reaction is like almost universally positive.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I would hope so.
Oh, I hate this is good now.
Well, that's
Which
because
actually
other,
happens with things.
because everybody else would then throw them down a rabbit hole, trolling.
Rabbit hole.
But so Graviton Lance is like killing it in the Crucible, and part of me loves it because I've used it like almost exclusively in the Crucible since the game launched. And so part of me is like, yay, it's finally really good. And then part of me is like, everyone thinks I'm a meta scrub because I'm using this gun I've always used just 'cause it's meta now. So I'm
You
like,
used
damn it all.
Graviton Lance all the time, yes, but there was that week where you used nothing but Skyburger's oath
That was
accidentally,
the
and
yes,
you
and
killed
then
it.
wrecked me. I think that was that first time again, right?
It was the first time.
Yeah, I think we had a really terrible match, and I was like, screw it, I'm putting Skyburner's Oath on. It can't get any worse than this, and then we just tore into the rest of the night. Oh, that was a good time. Oh, I have not done Crucible with Skyburner's Oath, but I did run into...
I think that would be a good one for.
Yeah. I
Because
did
it
have
duels
the other
as like
day-
an auto and a scout rifle.
I had the other day, and I've seen a
Like
couple
an auto
people
grenade launch.
where there's like a team in the Crucible that's team shotting, and you like kill one, and the other person's close, and so you pop their head, and the grenade, void grenades fall off and kill a guy, which then drops void grenades and kills. So like, killing one guy killed all 4 of the team shooters, with just some Graviton Lance.
That's amazing. Well, I love that Graviton Lance has a wider spread, because in the OG they had to be super close to take any damage from them.
Well, yeah, it was almost like it was just a explosion on the head, and actually,
Right. That's super cool. I have noticed, I don't know if they actually touch the Mida
They
tool
didn't.
set. But I will say, like, I mean, since we're talking about exotics, I love the Mida tool set, and it's not because of the meta or anything. It just, like, whenever I'm not using my Mida and my mining tool together, I notice the speed difference, which is ridiculous. And I'm like, where's all my speed?
Ridiculous.
That's
You want
Chad
speed?
has
Roll a hunter.
No, I have a hunter, and
I know you do.
that's what I started with, and then I switched to Warlock, and it's night and day the survivability.
hell yeah.
Whatever.
No, I flip between the hunter and the warlock.
I still have never played a Titan in this.
They're much better in D2 than they were in D1, thanks to Fist of Havoc being in, like a roaming super.
See, I want the shield. I want to be Captain America, dang it.
So go play one.
Yeah,
Nobody
No.
plays Sentinel Titan,
No.
except for Sentinel Daddy. Sentinel
Oh my god.
And that is what you will be
When
known
they,
as from
I-
now on.
I picture John Leguizamo in drag, like calling something Pappy.
I mean, that's
Not
pretty much
you.
an accurate description of Brett.
Jesus.
when
Let's
they
just say my morning routine takes a while.
when they did the reveal stream last year for Destiny 2, and they brought out the 3 classes, and like me and my old clan at the time, they were like 23rd, just like watching it together on Twitch, and like for like a good like 3 months, you're like, oh, I want to try out the new Titan. I'm like, oh, what's the name of that Titan? You want to tell me what the fucking name of that Titan is? Oh yeah, it's a Sentinel Titan. That's right. And I was the most obnoxious person ever, forever.
Well, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but
Did you guys watch that? Did you see it?
I have a question about the patch. I want to see how you guys feel about it. It doesn't relate to the exotics though.
Okay.
And I know that just like with everything else, the Destiny community, of course, is has their opinions on it. But how do you feel about? I know it's a big freaking shock. Reddit's a happy.
I know.
Reddit is a happy place.
Reddit's not full of
yeah.
trolls?
the trials and raid rewards, the clan engrams you get will now be, I think, the Vanguard and Crucible rewards. How do you feel? How do you feel about that? You fine with that?
It always should have been that way.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
The
Gotcha.
first time we were in a clan, and we had before just Guardians was a thing, because in D1 we were those Guardian guys, but some son of a bitch took that asshole, calling you out right now, come fight me.
Yeah,
I'm
guy
in
that
Redford,
hasn't
Michigan.
logged into his Bungie account in 3 years. Screw you.
Come
guy.
fight me. No, but we switched from those Guardian guys to just some Guardians, and I gotta tell you, just Guardian sounds better. Like we ended up with much better, and whatever else, and one is bad and one is good. But anyway, the first clan we joined, like I log in and I've got a Trials of the Nine gram. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in and pick it up, and it's a Trial Scout rifle, and I'm like, I should not have this. I am one of the worst PvP Destiny players on the planet. Now don't get me wrong, I'll have matches where I am just like, I don't die once, and I'm just like, I'm Thanos, just snapping my fingers left and right.
For those of you who have not seen Avengers Infinity
It's in the
War,
comics, Russell. That's what happens in the comics. But anyway, there's even like a cute little snap, like comic book text thingy on the page where he does the snap. Otherwise, how would you hear it? But anyway, that's how I feel about myself sometimes in the Crucible. But I am not good enough to do Trials of the Nine. Even if I were in possession of a fully equipped Infinity Gauntlet, I'm not capable enough for that. I'm just not. So I was kind of irritated that I had that weapon. I felt like people are going to be mad at me for having this weapon. And I dismantled it. I'm like, nope, not even going there. I'm not getting used to using something that I can't have on my own merit. Like, I can't do it. Now, once I cleared the raid, my first time, I had no problem grabbing the raid engram when I couldn't get on that to do the raid. But that's a different story, because I did it. So I'm fine with it, and that was a change where I'm like, good, Jesus Christ, come on. Let's do an in-depth study about how let's take as long as possible to implement a change that you should have put in like breakneck speed when people reacted the way they did to it. But that's neither here nor there.
Cool.
Here comes Russell. I really liked it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, to be completely honest with you.
Brett, what about you? Because I know you were around at that point in the clan with me, where we were getting rewards for stuff that we weren't doing.
Exactly, and I was in the same boat as you. I mean, it wasn't immediate. Like at first, I was like, "Oh, what is this? Oh, you just get rewarded for like." Oh, at first I was like, "Oh, this is a cool like community thing," and then I never used the weapons, and then slowly over time, it was sitting in my inventory, and I just had like basically that same feeling you had, Nick, but it took me a while. I would look at it like, why do I feel weird looking at this gun? I never actually equipped it. It just sat there in my inventory. I was like, God, I feel weird looking at it.
And then I ended up having
same
two.
Feeling hit me. And I was like, no.
I had
the
the scout rifle, I think, and then I had the sidearm. The sidearm is really. Oh no, I had the scout rifle, sidearm, and hand cannon. And I know the hand cannon for trials. Really good. And I dismantled it. That was the one I actually didn't dismantle it. I infused it into I lost it and got back. But yeah, I think that's a change that needs to happen. And if anyone's salty about it, come fight me. Redford, Michigan. Let's go.
1v1.
Come fight me, bro.
Yeah. Come on. Did you do that?
You know, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have minded it. I was never part of the plan before I was part of this Guardians, and we have never completed Trials of the Nine.
So we shouldn't have Trials weapons.
Exactly.
But I mean, I mean, like, there's part of me, I can see it from either perspective. Because I've never defeated Trials of the Nine. If I had been part of a clan that did, I would have been like, oh, this is cool, thanks. But at the same time, I think I would have been miffed if I were on the other side where I was the one who did it, and then they're getting a reward for it. Because it's like, why are you getting a reward for it? You didn't do anything.
Here's one of the killers, I think, not to like steamroll over, but just to quickly interject. So like when Leviathan first came out, it was entirely possible to run it and kill all the bosses and get nothing. And then some jackwagon didn't touch the raid, who couldn't do the raid, and was not coordinated enough to contribute to a raid group, would get like the weapons. And it's like, dude, what? I ran it. I didn't get anything at all. I got tokens and shaders.
Right.
And then someone who didn't even touch the raid, who never has any intention to touch the raid, got the weapon I wanted. Are you kidding me? So I think this is step 2 of that change, where they made it so that all of the encounters now drop gear. And then now at the same time, people aren't going to be getting rewards if they don't actually do it. Like, you've got to go in and do it. You'll still get something. You'll get something from the Vanguard pool, which is good. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're getting 2 chances at Vanguard loot that week if they're raided the Nightfall.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
I think they should introduce its own loot pool in this plan. Sorry, I kind of ran over that. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, okay, well, alright.
How do you feel about that change? Just see.
Oh no, I mean, I play it. I mean, I just don't play it every day. I see both sides of it. I see, well, you know what? If you didn't do it, why should you get it? You didn't earn it. But I keep going back to the Destiny 2 reveal event. They had the woman from Bungie, Mei Chung, I think her name is, Chang or Chung, and she, her big shtick was, we're gonna make sure that this is accessible for everyone, and the big thing was the whole guided games thing, which, I wouldn't say it's a failure, but I wouldn't call it a success either. But their whole big push was, hey, this is going to be for everyone, like even the casual player. The casual player will be able to do everything that the more perseverant player would be able to do. And like I kind of think, as a father with 2 very rambunctious kids, like the only time I'm online playing games is like when my entire family's in bed at night. And there are nights that like, you know what? I only got like a half hour, and then work schedule ramps up, and this, that, and the other happens, and you know what? I might only have like an hour or 2 that week, or the week after. Mm-hmm. And I really don't see an issue. Like, oh, you didn't earn that rifle. So what? Like, I don't know. To me, like, and this is personally me. I just, I want them to be happy too. Like I don't. It doesn't bother me that like I and my 5 other guardians or 2 other guardians, not for trust, raid. I got you. 5 other guardians, we spent an hour, 2 hours, however long it take after all the wipes and this, that, and the other to get all the weapons done. And like the other people in my clan, like maybe there's a guy, like a kid was just born. There's a college student who's going through finals. He missed it, but you know what? He was able to get that sweet sidearm or whatever the hell he was hoping to get. But I don't know. That's just my feeling.
Yeah,
I can see that perspective.
My only issue there is like it's Trials. It runs every week.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm like, when at first I'll tell you, I'll be perfectly honest, because like I can't throw out the opinion I did without being honest. Like at first I was like, this is awesome, because I'll never get it in Trials. Like I can't do that. This is great. And then I got it, and I felt really shitty about the fact that I had it. It was weird. You can ask Brett. Like when they first announced D2 and the changes, and that very same woman you were talking about and gave her spiel, I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
Right. They're like it felt inclusive or whatever.
Right, but then like I got it, and I actually kind of, and then I suppose it wasn't like I got it, and then I felt like that. I got it, and then I did trials, and it was,
And you were like, wow, I don't deserve
it was,
this.
that's exactly, that's
Yeah.
110% it. Like, I don't have the skill required to obtain this weapon. Like, the raid's a different story. I will run raids with you, and we will have a blast, and it will be, like, the shit as far as time goes. And I mean that shit in a good way, because there's good shit and bad shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, that, yes. If I can't get on that week, and that's the way I get my raid gear that week, so be it, because I've done it, and I can do it. With the trials, it's like, and I don't know if maybe Bungie can look at it and be like, has this person ever gone, 5 and how many matches there are supposed to be? Like, was it 8 matches, 7 matches?
7.
Bungie, it's got to be 7 because it's Bungie. Like, has this person ever gone 3 and 4, or 4 and 3, or 5 and 2, or flawless? Then they'll get this or that, or if you're like me, you'll get a shader, like,
That would be a lot of programming I would try and do.
Oh, I know, and that's I wanted to make sure I was making that distinction, because it wasn't just like, oh, it's so bad.
Well,
like, no, I
technically
did
they
trials,
could do that.
and
They already do that with
I got more.
sweeper bombers, where you can't get tokens and get rid of this. Do the raid.
Yeah, but
So there's
that's a
already-
yes.
Well,
That's a
yeah,
yes.
there's already a sub program.
Well, I mean, but if you're talking about programming for trials of the line, if they've been in trials of the line, completed successful matches, I don't know if that's something that they keep track of. I don't know if that's something that they already keep track of on more than a weekly basis. So,
Brett, do you want to call Deej real quick? Have him ask for us. All right, yeah, you got the number right.
Yeah, dude, sweet. We'll go putt golfing on Tuesday.
putt golfing. I haven't been putt-putting in so long.
Dude, Russell, July, the weekend immediately following the 4th, Jake and I will be in Denver, Colorado. We're going to go putt golfing after climbing a sky pond. I don't want to hear any excuses.
Oh, hey.
Except
what's up,
for
Sheed?
money.
He lets me call him Sheed.
Hey, if
Yeah,
I
man,
can afford it,
quick
you
question
can
for you.
afford it.
Quick question,
Oh.
Sheed. So,
Is this a bit?
No.
do you guys mind him on the
He's really
phone?
happy.
Yeah, we were wondering,
He's like my mom back in the early 90s with the
is there a
30-foot
way you
phone
can
cord.
program so, like, I can keep track of, like,
My dad got home from work. He was a pizza driver for his part-time job, and then he
I
worked full-time
understand.
as a machinist.
Don't use that tone of voice with me.
He got home from his pizza
Listen,
delivery
I've
job,
been throwing
and my mom was
putt-putt
like,
games for a
Daniel,
month.
we need a
Alright, just to
50-foot
make you
phone
feel
cord.
good about yourself. The
And
least
he's
you can
like,
do
Dad,
is show
you
me
have
some
a
damn
30-foot
respect,
cord.
Sheed. Oh, really? Oh, you're gonna take it that far back now. Oh, I see how you are.
Eyes up,
I hung up
Guardian.
on him.
That's
I hung up on him.
okay.
He's rude.
Yeah, I could feel it over Nick's story that he was
Just some
telling me.
Guardians exclusive. Deej is toxic. Confirmed.
Suck it, Guardian Radio.
Real attitude problem.
Did you have your headset still on? Could you hear me?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, okay.
It
Oh
does
no, I
sound-
was like I'm telling another story on top of you.
Okay, so in the interest of time here, let's move into Russell's segment. If you could
What is this time thing that you speak of?
give us a brief synopsis.
Gosh, I thought I still had more time. I am running through a heroic strike at the moment. Jeez.
The same one.
Wow, you
No,
suck.
no. This is my 4th. This will be
I
my
hate
4th,
you.
including the one that we did.
Please be prepared for your segment on the podcast.
Well, I thought I had more time. So last week, I guess we're gonna have to go back a couple of weeks because Brett. So lovingly forgot to let me do my
Objective Charlie has been neutralized.
so
Way to go, Beard.
last time we left our heroes, the Hat Trick, they had just made it to Hellgate, which is a city in Mariporta. It's a major port city. It's on the channel between the Dawn Empire and Insulam, which is the Elven Empire. The Elven Kingdom, it's not really an empire. They then got checked into the inn that had been set up, you know, that Lord Morn had sent them there, so he purchased them a night at the inn, and they were supposed to investigate a necromantic cult. Then, yes, I'm getting there. Jeez,
I'm just remembering and being happy.
Oh.
That was a heartwarming moment for me.
So they made it to Mariporta, and then they were exploring the city, getting acquainted with the different things in there. As soon as they checked into the inn, most of them, well, first they got there and Beheshtor, Brett's character, had been set upon by an intellect devourer, which stole his intellect, or what little there was of it. So
he called you stupid.
So they got to the city. They actually ended up being teleported. One of the teleportation circles in the city was in a temple to Gaudium, and so they were teleported into one of the head cleric's offices, and then the cleric kind of introduced them to Mariporta. A couple of people saw a little piece of paper on his desk that indicated that Lord Killerell, High Lord Killerell, was taking dead bodies. If he put a bounty out for dead bodies. If you turned in a dead body, you would receive 5 gold, and it was to keep corpses out of the hands of necromancers. The cleric was concerned about this and writing a letter. They saw that. He healed the Beheshtor of his stupidity. And then they decided to go to the inn and check in there. Jayag immediately, he wanted to meet an enchanter so that he could see about magical items. So instead of asking anybody in the street, he decided to scream out the window, because the city is very Spanish, so there's like a siesta time in the afternoon. So this was during that siesta time, and most people were, you know, in their homes, asleep on their rooftops, or resting upon their rooftops, trying to escape the heat of the day. And so Jayag opened the windows and communicated with a sunbather, who was not happy that Jayag was disturbing him from his rest, and let him know it quite explicitly. But he told Jayag to look for the guildmaster, Fatima, who is the resident enchanter, because in my world, dwarves are enchanters. They build the magic weapons, they forge the magic weapons, and they have a very specific magic which allows them to bind magic to weapons or items using runes that are their language as well. So they decided that they were going to go look for that, while Jayag and Andriox which is Buster Knuckles' character, Beheshtor and Andriox decided that they were going to drink in the inn, while the rest of the group went to Enchanter. They were able to find it rather readily by asking the innkeeper, and their Diag, and they met with who was a woman woman, and she is very buff and no nonsense, and so she, they came in and she was like, "What do you want?" And Diag said, "I would like to have a longbow that shoots infinite arrows." She's like, "Okay, that'll be 200 gold." Diag, "I don't have 200, but I have 100. And Fatima was like, "Well, I guess I can't help you then." And Diag started to cry. She said, "There's some crying in my shop." And she pointed to one of her subordinates and was like, "Is there crying in this shop?" And he very fearfully indicated that the answer was no, as he tried to put out a fire on his beard. And then, but Daggerland had collected some gold from the previous fight, so he gave that to Fatima. They were able to get the bow, and they came back to the inn, which is when everything went to hell. Because so when they were checking into the inn, they had seen that there was another group checked in called the Instigators. And talking about the new name of the team, which is Hat Trick, they were saying that at least it's better than Instigators. Well, the Instigators were in a table tournament, and saying true to their name, they instigated a fight with Hat Trick, resulting in 2 dead bodies, 1 person killed in cold blood, who had been knocked unconscious, and then they just decided, let's just go ahead and kill him. So there was a total of 5, I think. So 2 of them got away. 3 were killed in the battle, and then 3 got away. 2 died in the battle, and then the Senpai Descender was killed in the barroom brawl. So the innkeeper was unhappy about the brawl, but was understanding that it was a thing that occurred. But Andriox, but he wanted to get the guards involved because that was his responsibility as a loyal member of the city. And so he went to he had called the guards. No, he wasn't able to call the guards because Andriox cast command on him, and so the innkeeper was a little put out by the fact that he was spellcast, but he couldn't do anything about it at the time. One of the patrons of the inn slipped out, notified the guards that 3 people had been killed, as well as the corpse takers, who are red-robed individuals who came to collect the body, were rather obviously, he was rather obviously a wizard. So he took the body, and then the guards came, and it looked like Hat Trick was about to get arrested before, I believe it was Diag stood up and told the guards that it was in self-defense. The rest of the ballroom agreed because it was the instigators who started the fight. Well, they stood up and drew their weapons, to which Diag then threw a knife into one of their shoulders. Which, that's close enough. And so then, so they were free to go, but the innkeeper was upset that he had been spellcast, so he told them that they were not allowed to stay in his inn past this night. He would fulfill his obligation, but then they would have to find other lodgings. The next morning, they woke up, they tried to sweet talk the innkeeper, if you could call it that. And then they were not able to do so. The innkeeper directed them, or the innkeeper asked them to leave. He summoned the guards. The guards just kind of stood there while they were escorted from the inn. They met some people on the street. One of the guys going by was a sailor, who.
What did Jake do when they left the inn, Russell? What did Jake
Oh,
do?
he told everybody on the street that he got sick from the breakfast and that they put. What did you tell him that they put in the breakfast? Rocks, and then he showed his teeth to people who were passing by. A couple of them believed him. Most of them did not. But they were able to find a new inn called the Opal Shell Inn, which was an inn more towards the docks in a little bit of a rougher neighborhood. The innkeeper was very happy to have their business. He asked them to basically, so they were able to stay in the inn for 1 gold. They ended up staying there. They got 2 rooms, one with 2 beds and the other with 4. Which is so then they were looking for jobs, and there was a person like that.
He would like to have their business, and he would like to give them something to do.
I miss Mickey Mouse.
So he told them. He's a dead jerk. He told them.
You're welcome. Yes, he is.
He told them that he told them that his house was haunted by his wife. And if they would clear the ghost from the premises, then he would pay them the 5 gold that he managed to scramble out of the house with, as long as whatever they found of worth in the house. So they went to the house, they began investigating, they split the party, which is a major no-no, but that's okay, they haven't learned that rule yet.
It turned out.
It did, it actually worked out really well. So 2 of them stayed downstairs to investigate the library. It was a rather, for him to be staying, so he was staying, I haven't told you guys this, but he was staying in the inn because he ran out of the house with only what was on his person. So he didn't have a whole lot of money on him, so that's why he's staying at the Opal Shell Inn, even though the house that he lived in was very well maintained. They were definitely upper middle crust of the city. He didn't have any money on him, so that's why he's staying in kind of the poorer district. And so they got to the house. 2 of them went to investigate the library. Shearzin, the wizard, went to the kitchen, and Beheshtor and a new member of the party, so they met a new member while they were there in the inn, named Tinok, the Dragonborn Barbarian. And so they, Beheshtor and Tinok went upstairs. Shearzin went to the study. Al-Anon came with you guys upstairs, didn't he? Al-Anon went upstairs, and so 2 in the library, 1 in the kitchen, 3 upstairs. The 2 in the library, as they were investigating, they found a book that once shifted, actually opened up a secret passage into what appeared to be a basement. While Shearzin was in the kitchen, he picked up a knife. And it was actually, so I didn't tell you guys this, but it was actually the knife that he had, that the man had used to kill his wife. Oh, did you? And so...
Conjecture, yeah. There was no other explanation for that.
Yeah.
Because Shearzin pointed at the knife and she nodded.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she lifted her head up to like show the slice on her
Objective Alpha is neutralized.
Jake just ate it all up like a whole bunch of leaves and some branch.
So Shearzin picked up the knife in the kitchen that was also being used to cut bread, and he was then possessed because he's the only person taking care of And so then I took control of him. He went into the library with the knife and tried to stab Andriox, because it was Andriox and Jiag in the library.
We've just neutralized objective Charlie.
He, Andriox
No, with the haversack.
Andriox's AC is super high, so he missed him, clanged off his armor, but then he had a surprise round, and then he rolled pretty high, so I believe he went first again. He cast Ray of Sickness, did a little bit of damage, and then Jiag ran to him as he was trying to move out of the room away from them to be able to cast some more spells and do some more damage. Jiag, who had found a bag of holding earlier in the day, in the floorboard in the inn, the previous inn, the Slumbering Serpent, he took the bag of holding and put it over Shearson's head, thereby suffocating him, to which the ghost, being suffocated and unable to control the body because it's in two different dimensions at the time, decided it was going to bail, get the heck out of Dodge, so it disappeared, and then, of course, so it vacated Shearson's body, and then, of course, disappeared as well. They freaked out a little bit while the rest of the team investigated upstairs. They found a herbiary, I don't know what the word for that is. It was a room in which they were growing poisons, but nobody investigated the plant, so nobody figured that out. And then there was a study. There was also a child's room that had been locked and barred from the outside, and it had bars on the windows that they found. They went into a room that had been blockaded by crates. Tenok was able to break open that. If he had ventured further into the room and removed some of the blankets, he would have found trophies, and the ghost would have tried to remove him from said room. And then, let's see, the Heshtor went to the study. He also went into, so he found a secret compartment. He also rolled really high on an investigation, so he found a scrap of paper that indicated that the patients are not reacting well to their medicine, basically. But it was very experimental. It was talking about the subjects and how they didn't react well to the experiments and stuff like that. They then, Beheshtar continued to look upstairs. He found a secret drawer which had gold and gems in it, while the rest of the party went downstairs to continue to investigate the hidden door. Beheshtar eventually joined them. They went through the hidden door, and they found a surgical theater of sorts, in which they found diagrams of dead bodies. They found brains. They found organs and parts of people. A child was one of them. There were parts, brains, hands, legs, all sorts of things that they had kept. And so the ghost appeared as well. They also found a book which had it was written in deep speech, and it was the book of an illithid who was keeping track of the experiments that he had done. And there was also a brain on the desk which they picked up, which they didn't know until later was the illithid's brain, that the couple had found, and then the illithid brain corrupted then
all of these
appeared.
organs and body parts and jars are going in Johnny's bag of holding.
Oh yeah.
He's just taking it all. No idea it is.
Yeah.
The enemy has taken objective Echo.
So he's throwing everything. He threw the illithid brain in his bag of holding, which I was like, oh great, this is going to be a thing later.
After putting a lid on the jar.
He did put a lid on the jar. I'll give him that. Otherwise, it would have been a whole lot worse. So then they did that.
Come back here.
The ghost team gave them some suppositions that it was, so they began to believe that it was the man who was doing these murders with his wife as an assistant, and then the man killed his wife. And you guys never actually asked for his name, so so the Hector, then furious, proceeded to bolt towards the end. They grabbed the man, cut him up, threw him over their shoulder, walked through the city. They came back to the house. They took him downstairs and put him on the surgical table, to which then they found out that the man was actually the assistant and his wife was the doctor, the murderer. And she was the one, she had actually abused him to the point of compliancy. She had manipulated and abused him, and so he was complicit in the murders, but he was not exactly sane. So they removed him, they threw him onto the ground while they tried to fight the ghost. Jaya had rolled like a natural 20 when they had first come to the house, that had given him a lot of information about ghosts, and because this ghost, the ghost, or CR4, or group is a level 2, I admitted where if you salt and burn ghost bones, that's an automatic death for the ghost. Otherwise they can come back. So while the rest of everybody is dealing in the basement, Shirzan decides to run away. And if he had actually used the knife on her, it would have done double the damage. It would have done double the damage because it's such a traumatic psychic experience for her that it would have done psychic damage on top of the damage that the knife would have done. But he ran out to try to find the bones that were on the third floor, which they had never gotten to. And so Jayag pulls out the illithid brain and throws it at the ghost. Well, the illithid brain is angry with this, so it pulse attack goes to the illithid pulse attack, which is actually like a 22 immense stun, you guys, but I know that 12 because I felt like that was more appropriate. But then they were stunned. The ghost wasn't actually able to do any attacks during that. Everybody, several rounds later, everybody was unstunned. Jayag tried to come up and scoop the ghost into the bag of holding, but because it was ethereal, it didn't quite work the way that he had intended. So what I said in my head, I had you roll, and if it had been a crit, that's how you would have got it in there. But because it's ethereal, it can just choose to pass through that, because it's not necessarily an attack. And so its ethereal form would not have been subject to going into the bag if it did not choose to. If that makes any sense.
Right, so it would have been like me catching her by total surprise.
Right.
That makes sense.
And so, but it was very creative, and I applaud the usage of it. So then she continued, and as Jayag was trying to run away, she reached out and touched him, and he went unconscious. She did 22 points of damage to him. 22 or 24, it was a lot.
At the time, he only had 15.
Oh yeah, so...
Because I had like hit my head with something that you made do 5 points of bludgeoning damage. I was like, oh god. So then when she did 22, I'm like, well, I only have 20, so have a good day.
So he went unconscious. Shirzan finally made it to the third floor, and we saw on the bed a woman with her throat cut. And there was blood all over the bed, but it appeared that somebody had been sleeping in the bed as well, and almost like the body was in a spooning posture. So he cast Fireball, because he found the spellbook from the wizard that they killed back in the Slumbering Serpent Inn. So to torch the room, which then torched the bones, put them to cinder, so the ghost was destroyed. And then they valiantly tried to put the fire out, and they were able to do so through some creative usage of spells and piss and water. And at which point the guards came to the door, and they explained the situation, and so they were able to go free, and then we ended on a long rest. And that is the update.
Oh wait, no. Oh, my biggest facepalm moment of the whole week.
Yes, I did forget that.
I had quite a few facepalm moments, so this one takes the cake.
So, Jayag takes the man who had received the bounty from the assistant, and in an attempt to ease the carrying capacity of him, he decides to put everything except his head into the bag of holding. So when he goes to close the drawstrings, it decapitated him, because that's how I run a bag of holding. And so, yeah. So he decapitated the guy, which the guards are fine with, because he was a murderer and terrible, terrible person. So they were like, okay, he's dead. It saves us the execution that we would have had to do anyway.
That was literally like, if I don't know if I've ever been quite so stunned by something someone said to me. My life, I was like, what?
Your face is just looking at the camera like,
I was like, wait, what? Totally, like, as much as I didn't want to, like, totally drop Jayag's character. It's like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, anyway.
Alright, let's start wrapping this up since we're hitting 2 hours and people on the East Coast and everything are tired. Well, if you wanted to catch the D&D sessions live, we do that on my Twitch channel, which we'll plug later. But SentinelDad, are you still with us, buddy?
Yeah, buddy. Still here.
I hope you found that super
You're a
interesting.
champion.
Absolutely.
I am a champion. God damn it.
So what do you... Sentinel Daddy, I want to get your rate. What do you think of our D&D game so far?
Oh god.
It's great. No,
you didn't listen to a word I said, did you?
Sure I did.
I listened to something.
It was definitely different for me. I'll say that. But you know that is one thing no other Destiny podcast does. So you differentiate yourself from everybody else.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, the
actually
D
been,
in Destiny stands for D&D.
Yep.
That was
Dungeons and Dragons Destiny.
Hey, SentinelDad, you want to do some plugs?
Sure, buddy.
Go ahead and plug the hell out of yourself in St. 14.
Yeah, sure. If you want to catch me, I'm a Twitch affiliate streamer. It's twitch.tv/SentinelDad. I stream a few days a week, different stuff, and you can catch me on Twitter. It's just @SentinelDad with an extra D on the end. All my updates, all stuff for the St. 14 project is just @St. 14 project on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that jazz. May 19th, noon till at least 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are stacking up for Stack Up, and we are gonna spread out the news about suicide awareness, mental health awareness. Twitch.tv/St. 14 project. We have a bunch of streamers, podcasters, and authors, and this, that, and the other. So please come out. Tell your friends. Tell your turtle.
Tell your wife.
You know what says?
Tell your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Tell your kids.
That's what I was going
Tell your wife.
Thank you, Nick.
But no, so we would love to see you on May 19th, and thank you guys so much for having me on. It was an absolute pleasure.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on. That was
seriously.
really cool.
Indeed. Yes, you then sat through us learning all about exotic weapons.
You champion, you. The check's in the mail, promise.
Sure it is.
I'll call Deej. I'll call Jeed. I'll make sure he.
Make sure they get adequate compensation.
Thank you for joining us for Just Some Guardians, episode 24. When we do the show, we are live on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/JustSomeGuardians. You can find us on Twitter at JSG Cast. You can send us emails, concerns, questions, pictures of Dick Cheney. You can send those to justsomeguardians@gmail.com. Nick,
Well, I mean, I don't ever tweet. I just lurk and like and retweet. But anyway, you can find me on the Twitters at He Who Fights, or on the PS4s as capital HWF-7 Force. Don't ask. Awful.
The letter Q.
The number
underscore
blue.
potato. Count.
Rutabaga.
Russell.
No. I'm in the Discord. I look in the Discord, especially on the D&D channel, because D&D is my life.
Explains so much. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What?
To get into the Discord and talk to Russell, you can find it on our Twitter, which is once again at JSG Podcast. And we have the Discord link there. Jump on in and join the fun. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at ElmerFudGames. Double M, double D.
Double E. And
Triple
double F.
X.
Oh,
you gotta go
But
triple.
the F isn't in Elmer Fudd.
Can I plug one more thing?
No. Yeah,
Oops.
of course.
Doing it everywhere. Also, our good friends at Stack Up, they're on Twitter is just at stackup.org, all spelled out. And their Discord is free. It's pinned to their Twitter link. So if you want to hang out with a great organization that helps veterans and civilians all across the world, they're great people. And if you need to talk to a mental health interventionist, they have the Overwatch program 24/7, 365 days a year. So go check them out as well.
Do they play Overwatch?
Yeah, there's a bunch
Is that a
of them.
bad joke? Okay. Sorry. Is that a bad joke?
That's awesome. Russell, let's see if you can do it correctly. Take us out.
Join us next week for utter incompetency and mutual chaos on Just Some Guardians.
Oh, wow. And this is the part where we have that wonderful conversation when music plays. La la la. Hello.
Technically mutual chaos and utter incompetency.
You know what? I can do it however I want because it's my bit.
It's in the claim page. Oh, Russell. Russell.
You know you love me.
Dude, Sentinel, once again, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh,
Absolutely, dude.
Seriously.
my absolute pleasure. Thank you guys again.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, I'm not recording anymore. You can tell us you hate us. It's fine.
I hate
You're the
you.
worst
Oh wait,
people
not
I've
me.
ever
You're
met
not
in
talking to
my
me.
entire life.
No worries. No, it was a blast. Thank you guys again. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Promise you it meant more to us.
Probably.
No,
In
probably.
fact,
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll agree with that.
You heard it here first, folks. SentinelDad's conceded.
Deed is a homo.
Sentinel Daddy, you're so mean to me.
There's so many confirmations this episode, guys.
I can't keep track of all of them. You're gonna make me run into the ground like an old
I
company
think I'm
during
going
the
to tweet
Soviet
Deej real quick
Russia.
and just be like, hey, don't ask, but can I call you Jeed from now on?
Do it. You should
Oh, wow.
totally do it. And
Asking,
then send
not
a-
for
send a
me,
link
just
to the
asking for a
stream.
friend.
For a friend, can I call you Jeed? By the way, do you like putt-putt?
By the way, look,
All right.
I like
will-
the
I will-
butt in your
Alright guys, well, it is late. It's almost 2 o'clock for me, so I'm gonna catch you guys later. Again, thank you guys so much. You guys take it easy. Of course, always. Thanks guys. Bye buddy. Alright.
Вражеский танк обнаружен. Видел, вражеский вертолет. Is under our control.
Alright guys, well, thank you so much for hanging out. It is really late for me, so I'm going to hop off. Thanks again for hanging out. Take it easy and be excellent to each other.
Neutralized objective.
Cheers.